I keep giving bad people good ideas.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today's video we're gonna be doing a little commentary video. Pretty much talking about the whole David situation. In the last video we kind of mainly talked about him being arrested and the what ifs, and now we kind of have more I would say evidence came to light, and then our with the autopsy and shit, but then also we just kind of know a little bit more of the story of what's kind of going on than really, oh, that just is some weirdo talking to little girls, and then one of them ended up being dead in his trunk. And as you kind of jump into it, it just gets darker and darker, and it's kind of crazy the amount of evidence they have for this case too, because I feel like we're gonna see a lot of crazy shit, and this is just kind of the tip of the iceberg, I guess. I don't think I'm gonna go over every little detail of the case, unless some really crazy shit does come to light. But pretty much I'm making this video again, I know it's a trending topic and shit, but again, I'm more making it because I'm actually a bit interested in all of this. Not really I don't know how to explain it. Not in a weird way, but more in a way I can't believe this kind of shit does happen. It does happen sadly a lot in the world, but why what possesses somebody to have a lot of shit going for them, especially a one in a lifetime music type of career, to go lure little girls, and then from that okay, they're gonna get exposed, they go and kill them and all this shit. And it's in the first place, if you just fucked with people your own fucking age, none of this would happen. And I don't know if you've kind of listened to some of his music and shit, he does talk about it in his songs as well. He hints at it, almost on some R. Kelly shit, which is again, really, really fucking weird. And pretty much they suspected he killed her because since she was underage and going to expose the relationship pretty much. I did kind of say it could maybe have been an accidental drug overdose. He didn't know what to do with the body, dumped it, whatever. Well, now that's been cleared out the way, and pretty much it does make sense. I could totally see it. Well, they had their thing, they had a little tiff, whatever, and she was like, okay, I'm done, I'm gonna expose all of this, have fun in jail, buddy. And to avoid all of that, he did what he did to her, and pretty much was just saying it's for financial gain, to kind of save his career, all of that bullshit. And what's actually crazy is there's possibly other underage victims. Not saying he was a little a little murdering kid psychopath, whatever. But pretty much they were saying that he did talk to other minors within this time or beforehand, or at least that they have evidence that he was talking to other minors. Which is crazy, knowing that what he did to this chick. It's kind of what the fuck. But it also isn't a surprise. Usually if they're talking to one, they're talking to many. Sadly, with this kind of shit, you see with a lot of predator catches, they're usually having one decoy, but then they're talking to 20 other decoys or 20 other accounts, which is kind of sad. And a lot of the accounts are, again, these underage accounts and all this shit, or they'll try and find underage accounts. So, again, all I'm saying, it's not a surprise that there is, sadly, other victims that could possibly be involved in this case to prove that he is out trying, diddle minors. And what's crazy is that, pretty much within all of this is, pretty much he could be facing life or possibly the death penalty. Life is kind of not thrown around just willy-nilly, but again, a lot of people have gotten life sentences, especially in California. But I think since the last person that's been eligible for the death penalty has been all the way back in 2006. So if he does get eligible for the death penalty and thrown onto the death penalty, it would be kind of, it would make the case a bit more interesting, because that kind of shit doesn't happen a lot, especially in California. Do I think he deserves that? I really think at the end of the day, he deserves the death penalty or life, really, at the end of the day. I think maybe giving him life's a little being too nice. And again, he has life in jail anyways. Why pay for his shit? Might as well just kill him. Especially for what he did, because we'll go a little bit more into it. So, though, saying that he most likely used a sharp weapon like a knife or some shit, or some kind of big sharp blade. I don't know. I'm not the forensics team, but they're saying that a sharp like weapon was used, and that he also, we all know, dismembered the body. And I guess according to it, he put like, so those like the human, or like the, I forgot what they're called, but like hospitals use them like when someone passes away, a body bag pretty much. They're saying that he put the torso and shit like that, and I think the head in a body bag, and then put the limbs in like trash bags or some weird shit, and then put them in the car. That's how dismembered they're saying, possibly. I don't know. I've heard a lot, kind of other stories. So I would say with that kind of stuff, take a grain of salt, unless it's like legit 100% like legal documents saying it. But again, it's been known that the body was dismembered and decomposed at the time. So it's crazy. But pretty much his lawyers are trying to say that there is evidence that he didn't kill her, and that he like is innocent. Buddy, there's countless photos of him and her together. She was found in chunks in his car, pretty much. And you're trying to say, oh yeah, he's innocent. Buddy, though. I guess that there were other people around that time that could have been involved in her life that could have done this and then maybe framed David. I could maybe see that. But then you look at it and there's no one else. And then it's just kind of sad because pretty much, again, I'm not 100% sure if this is like 100% like real or just fluff or whatever. But I remember seeing back when this case first kind of came out and shit. And that like, there was obviously the mother trying to get back in contact with the daughter, try and find her, whatever, put her up as like a missing child. But then also even like there's like a video of like one of her teachers even like talking about how, like she just randomly stopped showing up, all this shit. And it's just kind of sad because you like, you know, you see like people kind of involved with that like whole life and shit. And then I thought, well, what the fuck's going on? But pretty much, you know, manipulation, all that kind of shit. And pretty much they what am I trying to say? But pretty much they you know, with manipulation, let her out there, all this shit. And all I'm trying to say is there's really no other leads to anyone else. It's like those only photos with you and her together around that time period. Everyone's saying it was you two always together around that time period. There's even evidence she was living at your house at that time period. And then she's found dead in your car. Like all of it stacked against you, buddy. And then this leads to the courts are also saying that they have in total 40 terabytes of data on David for this case. So they have 40 terabytes worth of evidence and data to pull from to indict this motherfucker on, you know, the case of murdering that girl, any other scandals that he could have been involved with, like what I was saying, that he could possibly be involved with, talking to other minors and trying to do the similar shit, but Celeste sadly was the only one that he could be successful with, and then it kind of went flopped, and he tried to hide it, or whatever the fuck. That's kind of a lot of the shit that's getting painted right now, at least, is that he lured Celeste out, they had the relationship, it didn't work out, and she was gonna expose it. He didn't want that to happen, so he killed her and all that. And again, it makes sense, and it's sad that it makes sense, you know, type shit. And again, at the end of the day, it just kind of sadly the type of world we live in. Comment down below what you guys kind of think about all of this. I think it's obviously pretty fucking shitty, and I just kind of want to kind of go over all of this. And yeah, no, at the end of the day, I just kind of it's like almost just like, I don't know how to really like explain it, because again, you have all these, like, I know it's a lot of it's like mental health issues, really just mental health issues and shit. That's the only thing I can think of. But it's just crazy because these people even have the money and the resources to go get the mental health they need, like, and I don't know, it's just kind of crazy because, like, again, like, these famous ass people will go on vacations for months and months. Sorry, I'm gonna get a drink of water. But I'll try to wrap up this video here soon. But, these people will go on vacations for months and months. Or at least they have enough money, depending on how their spending is, where they could step away and not have to work or try and make money for multiple months and be okay. And it just depends on the spending and how those shits are set up. But usually a lot of the time they could step away, you know, for some time. And instead of stepping away to try to get some help and better their life and not lose all the shit they got in, usually a lot of the time, they have like a one, I hate spam calls. They have like a one and a, fuck, why did that spam call have to fuck all this up? Fucks up the audio, fucks up my train of thought. They have a once in a lifetime opportunity. Fuck English. But, they have all this shit lined up so well for them. They all just throw it away over some, like, legit, like, they throw it away for, like, if you think about it, too, like, not to go all, like, nitty-gritty, but, like, I don't see any beneficial or any, like, I would say what makes a chick underage attractive, really. Because a lot of the time their bodies aren't developed, especially if they're like 14 or some shit. It's like, bro, what the fuck? It's like, I don't know. It's like with me, I'm like kind of a tit guy. So it's like a 14-year-old, half the time they ain't even got that kind of shit. And then it's like also like mentally and all that kind of shit. Like, I don't know, not to try to be like all nitty gritty or try to go into like detail of that kind of sick shit. But pretty much all I'm saying is at the end of the day, I don't see the, like, how they could get attracted to it. For the physical part of it, like the body, your body, whatever. Or even the mental part of it. Like, how do you get, like, a mental connection with someone, like, 10 years, 10 years younger than you? Like, I could get, like, a mental connection maybe on a game and be like, oh, I like playing this game, like, with you, whatever. Like, even then, that's kind of weird. But, like, again, you have those, like, kind of relationships online sometimes where, like, you know, someone's a bit older, like, you're 16 or 21 or some shit. You guys like playing a game together. That kind of shit's pretty fucking normal. But what I'm talking about is, like, when it goes, like, to that, like, sexual type of shit, it's just kind of like, buddy, you need to get some help. And it's just like, I don't know, at the end of the day, this whole fucking case is fucked. And I just, at the end of the day, it's like, you go down the rabbit hole too, and like, you see people like fucking with toddlers or babies, and it's just like, how fucked up do you gotta be? Like, really, like, even at that point, there's just nothing really, like, almost like, for me, like, I'm not really like, oh, I want to have a kid, or I love kids. But I see like a little kid, and I don't think, oh, I want to hurt that kid. I'm more like, oh, I kind of want to protect that kid if anything does happen, even though I probably really can't because I'm like 160 pounds, 150, I don't know. And like, I'm not like fucking Superman, but like, you get what I'm saying. I'd rather protect than harm. And yeah, this whole fucking case is fucking crazy. And I'd like to see what you guys think about all this shit. And yeah, I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye, guys.